General Studies. Part 2. Social Audiobook. History Lesson 1. Indus Valley Civilizations. Introduction. Societies that adopted complex ways of life were more organized than the early hunter-gatherer and Neolithic farming societies. Urban societies had social stratification and well-planned cities. They practiced crafts, engaged in trade and exchange, adopted science and technology, and formed a political organization, early form of state. Hence the term civilization is used to distinguish them from the early forms of societies. However, they should not be considered superior to other forms of societies, since each culture or civilization had its own unique features. Early societies and early state formation. Societies before modern times are classified as bands, tribes, chiefdoms and protostate by scholars. Early societies were organized as bands during the pre-Mesolithic age. Bands were small groups of people who were nomadic, making their living on hunting and gathering. As the Neolithic way of life came into practice, large groups of people were concentrated in the villages. They were organized as tribal communities with a sedentary or semi-sedentary lifestyle. The tribal organizations that developed in the Mesolithic times were mostly egalitarian in nature. The chiefdoms are political formations larger than the tribe-level formations. People under chiefdoms lived over a larger area than the areas covered by tribes. Social distinction existed among these groups in terms of wealth and authority. The cultural developments after the Neolithic period in certain regions that had a flowing river and rich and fertile alluvial soil gave rise to civilizations. In the post-Neolithic period, that is, in Bronze Age societies, an early form of state, protostate, originated in the areas where agricultural surplus and population density was more. These early states had a political system that controlled many smaller regions, chiefs and cities through conquests. The kings and royals occupied the higher position in the social hierarchy. Palatial buildings were built for their dwelling. Priests, kings' officials and traders formed the middle strata. Craftspersons and peasants formed the lower sections in this hierarchical social system. Taxes were collected from the peasants and artisans. Language was refined, literary texts were composed and script developed. Sciences, including mathematics and astronomy, emerged from research. The process of urbanization began. Early civilizations. Civilization is seen as an advanced, organized way of life. It instilled a way of life that could be considered as an adaptation to particular environmental and cultural contexts. When it became necessary for large numbers of people to live in close proximity, they brought in planning, organization, and specialization. Settlements were planned and laid out, a polity emerged, society became organized, and food production and craft production were regulated. As civilizations began to take shape, huge buildings were built, the art of writing developed, and science and technology contributed to the betterment of society. The surplus food production by the farmers in the fertile regions supported the livelihood of a large number of people. The people who did not cultivate crops engaged in artisanal activities such as making of bronze tools, ornaments, and pottery. Priests, scribes, nobles, rulers, administrators, and craftspersons became part of this civilization. The Egyptian, Mesopotamian, the Chinese and the Indus were the important early civilizations. While these civilizations flourished in certain regions, people in other parts of the world lived as hunter-gatherers and pastoralists. The hunter-gatherers and pastoralists maintained their relationships with these civilizations through interactions. Their history is also equally important. During the time of these civilizations, South India witnessed the emergence of Neolithic agropastoral communities and microlith form of life by hunter-gatherers. Following were the major civilizations around the world. Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamia civilization, Chinese civilization, Indus Valley civilization, Indus civilization. The Indus civilization, known also as the Harappan civilization, covers an area of over 1.5 million square kilometers in India and Pakistan. Sutkagador in the west on the Pakistan-Iran border. Shortugai, Afghanistan, in the north. Alamgirpur, Uttar Pradesh in India, in the east, and Daimabad, Maharashtra in India, in the south, are the boundaries within which the Harappan culture has been found. Indus civilization's main concentration is in the regions of Gujarat, Pakistan, Rajasthan and Haryana. Discovery of a lost city, Harappa. The ruins of Harappa were first described by the British East India Company soldier and explorer Charles Masoni in his book when he visited the northwest frontier province which is now in Pakistan. He came across some mysterious brick mounds. He wrote that he saw a ruined brick castle with very high walls and towers built on a hill. This was the earliest historical record of the existence of Harappa. In 1856, when engineers laid a railway line connecting Lahore to Karachi, they discovered more burnt bricks without understanding their significance. Sir John Marshall they used the bricks for laying the railroad. In the 1920s, archaeologists began to excavate the cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. They unearthed the remains of these long-forgotten cities. In 1924, the Director General of ASI, Sir John Marshall, found many common features between Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. He concluded that they were part of a large civilization. Some slight differences are found in the earthenwares of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. This made the researchers conclude that Harappa was older than Mohenjo-daro. Time span of Indus civilization. Geographical range, South Asia period, Bronze Age. Time, 3300–2900 BC. Area, 13 lakh square kilometer. Cities, 6 big cities. Villages, more than 200. Urban civilization. Harappan civilization is said to be urban because of the following reasons. Well-conceived town planning. Astonishing masonry and architecture. Priority for hygiene and public health. Standardized weights and measures. Solid agricultural and artisanal base. Unique features of Harappan civilization. Town planning. Town planning is a unique feature of the Indus civilization. Harappan city had two planned areas. Upper town. The part of the city to the west was higher and it was called citadel. It was used by the administrators. Great Bath and Gran are located lower town. Lower town. The part of the city to the east was lower but larger. It was inhabited by common people. Planned towns. Harappa, Punjab, Pakistan, Mohenjo-daro, Sindh, Pakistan, Dholavira, Gujarat, India, Kalibangan, Rajasthan, India, Lothal, Gujarat, India, Banwali, Rajasthan, India, Rakhigdi, Haryana, India, and Surkotada, Gujarat, India, are the major cities of the Indus civilization. Fortification, well-planned streets and lanes and drainages can be observed in the Harappan towns. The Harappans used baked and unbaked bricks and stones for construction. A civic authority perhaps controlled the planning of the towns. A few of the houses had more than one floor. The tank called the Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro is an important structure, well paved with several adjacent rooms. Some unearthed structures have been identified as the granary. The structure identified as granary should be considered as archaeologists' interpretation. We do not know about the nature of the state or political organization of the Harappans. But they must have had a political organization at the level of an early form of state. A male image from Mohenjo-daro has been identified as priest king, but we do not know about the accuracy of this interpretation. The Indus Valley Civilization is also known as the Harappan Civilization, since Harappa was the first site to be discovered. This civilization is known as Harappan Civilization rather than Indus Valley Civilization, since it extended beyond the Indus River Valley. Streets and houses. The streets are observed to have a grid pattern. They were straight running from north to south and east to west and intersected each other at right angles. The roads were wide with rounded corners. Houses were built on both sides of the street. The houses were either 1 or 2 stories. Most of the houses had many rooms, a courtyard and a well. Each house had toilets and bathrooms. The houses were built using baked bricks and mortar. Sun-dried bricks were also used. Most of the bricks were of uniform size. Roofs were flat. There is no conclusive evidence of the presence of palaces or places of worship. Drainage system. Many of these cities had covered drains. The drains were covered with slabs or bricks. Each drain had a gentle slope so that water could flow. Holes were provided at regular intervals to clear the drains. House drains passed below many lanes before finally emptying into the main drains. Every house had its own soak pit, which collected all the sediments and allowed only the water to flow into the street drain. Agriculture and animal domestication. The Harappans practiced agriculture. They cultivated wheat, barley, and various types of millets. They adopted a double cropping system. Pastoralism was also known to them. They reared cattle, sheep and goats. They had knowledge of various animals including elephants but did not use horses. The Harappan cattle are called zebu, and it is a large breed, often represented in their seals. The Great Bath. The Great Bath was a large, rectangular tank in a courtyard. It may be the earliest example of a waterproof structure. The bath was lined with bricks, coated with plaster and made watertight using layers of natural bitumen. There were steps on the north and south leading into the tank. There were rooms on 3 sides. Water was drawn from the well located in the courtyard and drained out after use. The Great Granary. The granary was a massive building with a solid brick foundation. Granaries were used to store food grain. The remains of wheat, barley, millets, sesame and pulses have been found there. Pottery. The Harappans used painted pottery. Their potteries have a deep red slip. Ethi Great Bath, Ethi Priest King from Mohenjo-daro, Harappan painted pottery. Ethi Dancing Girl from Mohenjo-daro, Rohari Churd blades from Harappan site of Shikarpur, Gujarat and black paintings. The pottery has shapes like dish on stands, storage jars, perforated jars, goblets, S-shaped jars, plates, dishes, bowls and pots. The painted motifs, generally noticed on the pottery, depict pipal tree leaves, fish scale designs, intersecting circles, zigzag lines, horizontal bands, and geometrical motifs, and floral and faunal patterns. Metal, tools and weapons. The Harappans used chert blades, copper objects and bone and ivory tools. They did not possess knowledge about iron. The tools and equipments such as points, chisels, needles, fishhooks, razors, weighing pans, mirror and antimony rods were made of bronze. The chisels made out of Rohari chert were used by the Harappans. Their weapons included arrows, spears, a chisel-bladed tool and axe. The bronze image of dancing girl from Mohenjo-daro is suggestive of the use of lost wax process. Rohari chert refers to the chert raw material collected from Rohari in Pakistan. It was used by the Harappans for making blades. The Harappans used both stone and bronze tools. Textiles and ornaments. The Harappans used metal and stone adornments. They had knowledge of cotton and silk textiles. They made carnelian, copper and gold ornaments. Faience, stoneware and shell bangles were also used. Some of them had etched designs, and the Harappans exported them to the Mesopotamia. Trade and exchange. Harappans were great traders. Standardized weights and measures were used by them. They used sticks with marks to measure length. They used carts with spokeless solid wheels. There is evidence for extensive maritime trade with Mesopotamia. Indus seals have been found as far as Mesopotamia, Sumer, which are modern-day Iraq, Kuwait and parts of Syria. King Naram-Sin of Akkadiya Empire, Sumerian, has written about buying jewelry from the land of Melucca, a region of the Indus Valley. Cylindrical seals similar to those found in Persian Gulf and Mesopotamia have also been found in the Indus area. This shows the trade links between these two areas. A naval dockyard has been discovered in Lothal in Gujarat. It shows the maritime activities of the Indus people. The Harappans had close trade links with the Mesopotamians. Harappan seals have been found in the West Asian sites, Oman, Bahrain, Iraq and Iran. The cuneiform inscriptions mention the trade contacts between Mesopotamia and the Harappans. The mention of Meluha in the cuneiform inscriptions is considered to refer to the Indus region. Weights and measures. The Harappans developed a system of proper weights and measures. Since they engaged in commercial transactions, they needed standard measures. The cubical chert weights are found at the Harappan sites. The copper plates for weighing balances have also been found. The weights point to their knowledge of the binary system. The ratio of weighing is doubled as 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Seals, sealings and scripts. The seals from various media such as steatite, copper, terracotta and ivory are found in the Harappan sites. They were probably used in the trade activities. The Harappan script is not yet deciphered. About 5,000 texts have been documented from Harappan sites. Some scholars are of the view that the script is in Dravidian language. Arts and amusement. The terracotta figurines, paintings on the pottery and the bronze images from the Harappan sites suggest the artistic skills of the Harappans. Priest king, made of steatite and dancing girl made of bronze, both from Mohenjo-daro, as well as stone sculptures from Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Dholavira are the important objects of art. Toy carts, rattles, wheels, tops, marbles and hopscotches made in terracotta suggest the amusement of the Harappan people. Religion. The Indus people had a close relationship with nature. They worshipped pipal trees. Some of the terracotta figures resemble the mother goddess. Fire altars have been identified at Kalibangan. The Indus people buried the dead. Burials were done elaborately and evidence for cremation has also been found. Original inhabitants and their culture. The authors of the Harappan civilization are not known, since the script has not been deciphered. One school of thought argues that they spoke the Dravidian language. The archaeological evidence shows movement of the Harappans to the east and south after the decline of the Indus civilization. It is probable that some of the Harappan people moved into different parts of India. Only the decipherment of the script can give a definite answer. Indus civilization had more than one group of people. Several groups including farmers, pastoralists and hunter-gatherers lived in the Indus region. The Indus region had villages and large towns. The population was mixed. The period of the civilization has been divided into early Harappan, starting around 3300 BCE and continuing to 2600 BCE, and mature Harappan are the last phase civilization from 2600 to 1900 BCE. The later Harappan existed up to 1700 BCE. The hidden treasures of the Indus civilization. Inscriptions, written in a script of those times, can provide us information about customs, practices, and other aspects of any place or time. So far, the Indus script has not been deciphered. Therefore, we must look for other clues to know about the Indus people and their lifestyle. Apparel. Cotton fabrics were in common use. Clay spindless unearthed suggest that yarn was spun. Wool was also used. Love and peace. Settlements were built on giant platforms and elevated grounds. The Indus civilization seems to have been a peaceful one. Few weapons were found and there is no evidence of an army. They displayed their status with garments and precious jewelry. They had an advanced civic sense. Ornaments. Ornaments were popular among men and women. They adorned themselves with necklaces, armlets, bangles, finger rings, ear studs and anklets. The ornaments were made of gold, silver, ivory, shell, copper, terracotta and precious stones. Occupation. The main occupation of the Indus civilization people is not known. However, agriculture, handicrafts, pottery making, jewelry making, weaving, carpentry and trading were practiced. There were merchants, traders and artisans. Rearing of cattle was another occupation. People of those times knew how to use the potter's wheel. They reared domesticated animals. Pottery. Pottery was practiced using the potter's wheel. It was well fired. Potteries were red in color with beautiful designs in black. The broken pieces of pottery have animal figures and geometric designs on it. Religious belief. We don't have any evidence pointing to specific deities or their religious practices. There might have been worship of Mother Goddess, which symbolized fertility, which is concluded based upon the excavation of several female figurines. Toy culture. Toys like carts, cows with movable heads and limbs, clay balls, tiny doll, a small clay monkey, terracotta squirrels eating a nut, clay dogs and male dancer have been found. They made various types of toys using terracotta, which show that they enjoyed playing. Technology. Indus people had developed a system of standardized weights and measures. Ivory scale found in Lothal in Gujarat is 1704 mm, the smallest division ever recorded on a scale of other contemporary civilizations. This little statue was found at Mohenjo-daro when Sir John Marshall saw the statuette known as the Dancing Girl. He said, "When I first saw them, I found it difficult to believe that they were prehistoric modeling. Such as this was unknown in the ancient worlds up to the age of Greece. I thought that these figures had found their way into levels some 3,000 years old to which they properly belonged." WHO gunned them. Historians believe that there existed a central authority that controlled planning of towns and overseas trade, maintenance of drainage and peace in the city. Leader in Mohenjo-daro. A sculpture of a seated male has been unearthed in a building, with a headband on the forehead and a smaller ornament on the right upper arm. His hair is carefully combed and beard finely trimmed. 2 holes beneath the ears suggest that the head ornament might have been attached till the ear. The left shoulder is covered with a shawl-like garment decorated with designs of flowers and rings. This shawl pattern is used by people even today in those areas. Decline of Indus culture. The Indus civilization and its urban features started declining from about 1900 BCE. Changes in climate, decline of the trade with Mesopotamia and drying up or flooding of the river Indus, foreign invasion were some of the reasons attributed to the collapse of this civilization and for the migration of people in the southern and eastern directions. It did not completely disappear. It continued as rural culture. What happened to Harappans? By 1900 BCE, the Harappan culture had started declining. It is assumed that the civilization met with repeated floods, ecological changes, invasions, natural calamity, climatic changes, deforestation, an epidemic. Indus civilization and Tamil civilization. The similarity of the graffiti found on the megalithic burial pots of South India with the Indus script and the identical place names of Tamil Nadu and Indus region of Pakistan are presented as arguments to establish the relationship between the Indus civilization and Tamil culture. Researchers like Father Henry Heras, Asko Parpola and Iravatham Mahadevan find similarity between the Indus script and the Dravidian Tamil language. Archaeological evidence points out that several groups of people have been living in Tamil Nadu and South India continuously from the Mesolithic period. A few groups from the Indus region might have migrated into southern India. Some of the ideas and technologies of the Indus civilizations had reached South India in the Iron Age. The carnelian beads, shell bangles and bronze mirrors found in the megalithic early historic sites of Tamil Nadu were first introduced by the people of the Indus civilization. More research is needed to arrive at any definite conclusion in this matter. The towns of ancient Tamilgam such as Arikkamedu, Urayur and Kichdi that flourished are part of the second urbanization of India, and these towns are much different from the Indus cities. These towns emerged approximately 1,200 years after the decline of the Indus civilization. Mummies of Egypt. The preserved dead body is called the mummy. The Egyptians had the tradition of preserving the dead bodies using natron salt, a combination of sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate. The preservation process is called mummification. After 40 days, when the salt absorbed all the moisture, the body was filled with sawdust and wrapped with strips of linen cloth and covered with a fabric. The body was stored in a stone coffin called sarcophagus. To buy V2V books, call or WhatsApp on 94425224322 to get more details and samples.